What's going on? What are you pointing at?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just letting you know that somebody was outside.
Who I think it is?
Mm-hmm.
The legend?
Mm-hmm.
Tito Jackson's here?
Knock, knock.
Okay, we'll have more geography on the Bay Area coming up next. I'm opening up the phone lines. Bring them in, man. Tito Jackson is here. Oh, wow. Jesus. Hold on, DD. Hold on. Let me get my situation.
Right. Get your foundation started.
We just gonna holler at him. I mean, we got Jerry Springer. We're packed.
Well, we're gonna explain it to him.
And we talking to Jerry too.
Bring him in. Tito Jackson. 888-742-3345. The iconic Tito Jackson made it.
Yeah.
You made it.
Oh,
Tito, you made it.
All right.
Man,
hello.
man, we were just about to cut you off, man.
Oh.
Don't do that.
Don't do that, Tito.
It's crazy down.
Good morning, Tito.
Man, what you bringing in the backpack? Tito
You got
digging
a
in the
gift,
backpack.
Tito?
Ain't no gun or nothing, is it, dog?
Wow.
No,
Marijuana?
you wouldn't do that to me. Thank you, Tito. I
I
appreciate
wouldn't
you,
do that
man.
to
You
you,
all
my
right
brother.
with me, man. There you go, man.
Yeah.
Tito Jackson is here, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey. All right.
Tito, man. Hey, man. First of all, good to see you. I don't know if you recall the last time you saw me, man.
I certainly don't. You got to
Okay.
remind me, my friend.
But see, that's what I appreciate about a veteran. He ain't going to front like he remembers.
Nah, we too
He
grown
ain't
for
even
that.
going to pretend like he remembers.
No, I don't remember,
No,
brother.
I ain't
it's
mad
all
at
good.
that. I got to start doing that.
It must have been good. I came back.
Okay,
That's real.
we were in Vegas. Okay, look at you see,
Wow.
he looked up.
Was it Planet Hollywood?
Was it Planet Hollywood? Is that where they do the Michael Jackson thing?
Oh, no, that's a different place.
Okay, it was his birthday party in Vegas
Ooh.
where Usher performed.
Uh-huh.
Shit, I can't think of the venue. Who else performed?
Now you can't remember.
Damn, I know. I'm just like Tito. Damn, who else performed there? It was Usher. Anyway, I hosted it,
Okay.
and you came and got on stage.
I
Don't remember.
remember.
Mandalay Bay.
You remember that? Did some
That was
clip?
only maybe a year ago.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I remember that. And everybody was there.
Who else was there? You remember?
Michael Kids, one of the kids got up and spoke. And
That's right.
Angela Bassett was there.
That's
I didn't
right.
forget that.
Gabrielle, you couldn't forget Angela, huh? Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
she just gave an
Angela's my
amazing
lady.
speech.
You single, Tito?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't think she is. So
No, she's not.
I gotta wait and see what might happen.
What might happen?
Yeah, and so we were there, man, and I shook your hand, and I said, hey, man, it was good to meet. Jackie was there for a minute, your brother, and then he cut out.
Yeah, he was there.
Yeah, he was there,
Jackie and I was there.
Yeah,
I remember.
yeah.
I got you, baby.
There you go, man. Tito Jackson, ladies and gentlemen.
I got you.
That's the hardest connection on earth to ever make right there, man.
I got you.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm looking for some liner notes, my friend.
I got you, brother. You got your new single, One Way Street, right?
Yes, right. That's
okay,
right.
that's out right now.
Yes, it is.
Okay, is that for a forthcoming album?
Well, I just got out of the studio with George Benson, and
Okay.
we're planning on releasing something in February, so that's great. And I'm working on something
Okay.
for the future.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I like the new single. It sounds very current.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, it is kind of, I wrote it not too long ago. So
Okay.
I guess if you can call that current. But, I'm old school, so it's got to have a little of that flavor in it naturally.
Naturally, it got to be
Yeah,
authentic.
Exactly.
Okay, you wrote the music and the lyrics?
I didn't do it alone, I must admit.
Okay.
But the story is a true story about my love relationship, my last relationship.
How does the story go?
Well, it's pretty much, if you listen to the song, you'll hear it. But
Okay.
this young lady wanted to
Leave?
She wanted to leave because I didn't think it was time for me to tie the knot.
Okay.
So I was trying to tell her, why don't you just hang in here another year or two and everything's gonna be okay.
Okay.
But she wanted to get married tomorrow.
Yeah,
you
and
know.
so the one way street is you're gonna get out there and find out that there's a one way street.
You're gonna try to come back,
leading
and
to a
you're
dead
not
end.
gonna find nobody within that year or two.
Wow.
Okay.
And I was just basically begging.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
know,
you did
trying
something.
to beg without showing I'm begging.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, you
But,
did that. You disguised that well.
Yeah.
You sound like an OG.
I was trying to keep my manhood. You know what I mean? I didn't want to be the little wimp. This little lady's just running this dude. His nose is open. You can drive a semi truck up it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Really?
but,
How much younger was she? You say young lady.
she was younger than me. She was like 40.
40?
Yes.
Okay. And where you was? 60?
I'm 60. I was 63 23 then.
Okay.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. So 23. Man, so you just don't plan on getting married again, huh?
Well, I don't know. You never know what's in your future. I hate to say no, but and then it happens. They say Tito came on here and lied to us.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the right thing come along. Of course, something that's going to make me happy and smile the rest of my life. Take care of me, wipe my butt, and all those things. When
You want a woman to wipe your butt? Huh?
Yeah. Well, hey man, when I turn 80 and 90, I might need that.
Okay.
So if you can't say that you'll do it later, that I don't want to deal with it. I want
She wasn't willing to wipe your butt.
I would do it for them if they were my girl. Absolutely.
I think he's right on point. I think more people should think like that because it's true. It comes down to that later on in life.
That's
so,
true, but y'all both old. How you gonna be able to do that?
Not if she's 40 and he's 6. That's 23 years. You can still wipe butt.
That's right.
Give me a towel.
And you can kiss it too.
Who said that?
Tito.
Tito, you still kissing butt, dog?
Oh man, it depends on who it is.
I ain't mad at
Tito
that,
busy.
Tito is all right. One-way street. Let me ask you, I can only imagine in y'all youth as the Jackson 5, y'all probably was having so many women throwing at. Did that screw you up in relationships, man? Having the groupies and stuff?
Well, no, I would get on and do my show, and after the show, my father would direct us right to the bed and say, "Don't you boys leave this room." And he would put security on each end of the hall, at the elevators, at the exit.
Oh,
to
that's
keep
no fun.
the fans out, and they had what they call bed check. At midnight, they come around to each room. The security would, and he would check everywhere, under the bed, in the closets, in the bathroom, behind the curtains. Okay, you clear.
Really?
Oh, yeah, it was like that.
Up until what age, though?
Until adult.
Like, what is adult, 18,
Right,
21?
Well, for me, it was 18 because when I got out of high school, I got married a week later. So
Oh,
I was
wow.
18, so it wasn't for me.
Okay.
No.
Okay. You didn't have a problem with monogamy?
No, but my older brother, Jackie,
Uh-huh.
he was like 25, 26, still living at home, saying, "Can I go out tonight?"
He had to ask permission.
He did.
Yeah.
I used to go to his room and say, "Jackie, how can you do this?"
Uh-huh.
And what did he say back?
He said, "Well, this is until I find somebody that you don't want to be with. I guess I'll be here."
So y'all were really good boys. Like,
Had to be.
you had to be because of so nobody was having sex back during that heyday, dog?
I'm not saying that. No.
Jermaine had to be. Jermaine
Jermaine was crazy.
Okay.
Jermaine was something else during those days. He was different than the other brothers. Yeah, he looking for the finest thing he can find, slipping them in and stuff, telling Michael, "Hey, listen, a girl's coming over, so you hide under the bed, or you go in the closet. Don't come out either."
Yeah.
You know.
So Mike had to hear Jermaine.
So Michael got under the bed one time, and Jermaine was having his day with the lady, and all of a sudden, from under the bed, she said, "Jermaine, I feel a third hand."
Tito.
Michael was giving that butt massage. that third hand.
Yeah, but
Man, that's great.
that's the way it was.
That's the way it was. Tito Jackson is here, ladies and gentlemen. I love, man. We had your son,
TJ.
TJ came on, and honestly, man, I just put it all front. I'm a big fan of the family, man. We thought we were the Jackson 5 at my house.
Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, man. We thought you were cool too, Tito. You had the coolest name, man.
That's
Tito.
what I heard.
Tito was a cool ass name.
Well, thank you, my brother. I like my name. People get it confused because when I get a ticket, the cops say, "What, Tito, you did this or that, whatever," and I give them my license, and my license says Teriano. They say, "These aren't your license." And I say, "Hey, Tito is a nickname. My real name is Teriano Jackson."
Ooh, Teriano.
So a lot of people don't know that.
Okay.
But it's kind of cool because if I do anything wrong,
Yeah.
and I give them my license, it doesn't say Tito Jackson, so it ain't going to be on the news tomorrow.
Right.
Damn it, you just blew it, though. You just gave up game right there.
I don't plan to get in any trouble.
Nah, not at this point, man. Well, your son came on, man. I was asking about your relationship, and this is what he had to say. Oh, put your headphones on. I hosted in Vegas his 60th birthday.
Okay.
Okay.
And and Papa T came out.
He's the coolest cat, man.
Oh,
And
my gosh.
as I get older, I respect and I always loved him, but I respect him more.
Yeah.
You know, for what he goes through, and I'm thankful that he broke that string. You know,
Yeah.
that started this whole thing, this whole Jackson thing. So I love you, Pops.
That's sweet.
That's good.
That's sweet.
Yeah, y'all real close.
Oh yeah, I'm real close to my boys. We are like peas in a pod. I've always been close with them. I had children 2 years after I got married, and at that time my brothers were doing solo careers and chasing Jackson 5 and chasing their solo career. Here I am, a young married man with kids, and I said I can't do that. I got to spend time with these boys. You know, if I chased my solo and then chased Jackson's. Then I got kids and a wife. That's a lot on my plate. So I decided to wait for the solo thing. And then after a while, you know, I said, well, what's the use? It's been some time. I've been in the business for quite some time. I'll just pass on it. And the fans kept saying, Tito, are you ever going to do a record? Da, 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 da. And I kept saying, I don't know. I'm thinking about it, whatever. Then Charles Barkley got on saying, the Miami Heat is like a team of one Michael Jackson, and the rest of them are a bunch of Titos. They're not very good.
Wow.
And that like shook my brain. And I say, well, you know what? You better do this record before that becomes some type of staple on your name. And that enticed me to really do this record.
Okay.
You know,
and so he said this recently?
this was about a couple of years ago.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
a couple of years ago.
So what one Michael Jackson and a bunch of Tito's. That's kind of, you had to laugh that off, right?
I laughed at
okay,
it. You know,
okay.
it didn't make me mad. It just hurt my feelings a little bit because I know my staple in the group, you know, and I'm a part of that band just like anyone else in the band.
So how was your process making this project different from how your process creating that been in the past?
Well, usually in the past with the brothers, you got 5 brothers in a producer room or in the studio, all contributing ideas and whatever. And on me, it was just me as a solo.
Yeah.
You know, so I had to come up with my own direction and ideas and people I wanted to work with or whatever. But from time to time, I would take the music to one of my brothers and ask him, what do you think about this? What do you hear anything there or what have you? And they would give me their contribute to the songs.
Yeah.
So it worked out.
Did y'all ever get into, I mean, because Michael always obviously had that spotlight on him, but was it ever competitive with you guys? Like, did anybody get jealous of that?
No, because the group started out that way. You know,
Okay.
I remember days of rehearsal that when my father rehearsed us, he just made sure that we all were in tune with whatever we doing and make sure Michael was in tune with whatever. Michael has always been the cute one in the family, as we used to say, because he and Marlon was younger than Jackie and Jermaine and I. You know, something like 4 or 5 years at least. And so that was part of his thing of being idolized more than, say, me or Jackie or whatever, because he was a little cute thing that was really doing his thing.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and the guy is just extremely, you can't take anything from MJ. He is who he is.
He is, yeah.
And that's what it is.
That's what it is, man. Tito Jackson is here. I have to ask you, man, because you know all these people have made so much money off of your brother since his untimely demise, and you hear all these accusations and about sexual molestation, all these things that are coming out. Can you tell us who Michael was? What are your thoughts about this?
Like I said, Michael started so young. He started singing with the brothers 5 or 6 years old. You know, back in Gary, Indiana, his first record, it was "I'm a Big Boy Now."
Yeah.
You know, back in 1967, I think, something like that. And we've always felt that Michael was just a different type of person with talent. And he spent most of his childhood perfecting his talent. He never got a chance to own a bicycle or ride a bicycle or play Little League or tag or whatever kids do. You know, he was just a music man. And he used to dread, he said, I don't want to ever, when he got a little older, he said, I don't want to ever see a kid to come up the way I did because I missed out. You know, I wish I had this. I wish I was able to play with kids and all these other things, which he didn't have the opportunity. And so when we used to have family day, we'll come over with our kids or whatever, and the the brothers be in the corner, talking about our future, talking about, when we're going to get back in the studio or go on the road or what have you. And we get mad at Michael because he too busy swimming and having fun with our little children and stuff. But he was just having fun. I guess he was experiencing what he had missed out on it. And he had done this his whole entire life up to where he was. That's why he's so into like Mickey Mouse and all these things, Captain Crunch, and he was
monkeys and animals.
He was the world's biggest kid, and he wanted to live his life in a way that he helped people, help children have a happier life. And people don't understand that. How can somebody do this or do that? But people don't know. My brothers has paid for cancer victims, college, giving kids college funds, and helps family in need. He was just one of those people that give his life up, man. He'll give you every penny in his account if he felt sorry enough for you.
Yeah.
And that's who Michael Jackson was.
How did he feel when all these accusations start coming out about
He
him?
couldn't believe it. He used to cry, and he used to come to us and cry, I can't believe what they're trying to do to me, and we understood it because from an outsider's looking in, they don't know all the elements and how it really went down and what it really means. And when you don't really have a full circle understanding on the subject, you shouldn't really comment unless you have some type of proof. Even with this last accusation, there's no proof. This guy has gone on and testified and said nothing never really happened and this and that. And then someday he's needing money. He wanted to direct Circus Olay. He wanted to be part of that whole package, and the Michael Jackson estate said, no, we don't need you. We don't need you. And he got a little perturbed with that, and I guess he tried to hurt him in a way to get money, and he was running around telling his colleagues that I'm going to buy this house, I'm going to buy this car, and they said, how you going to do that? I'm going to sue Michael Jackson. And that's easy to say. Anybody can sue anybody, but you got to have some type of real proof evidence, and that they do not have.
Yeah, and we're talking about Wade Robinson and these
Yes,
guys. Okay.
yes.
I know Lisa Marie Presley. Were you friends with her? Did you meet her?
I met her a few times.
What was she like?
She was a sweetheart. She was a very nice girl, very soft, very easy, and she was a sweetheart as far as what I saw and knew. Like I said, I only met her a few times.
She mentioned that Michael would often say he thought people were trying to kill him and rid him of his estate. Was he paranoid, or was that?
Well, he was always careful, I would say. There was times when he would be afraid or whatever. Michael was very timid. You know, he didn't grow up like me. You say something to me, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
He wasn't like that. Matter of fact, he used to always come to me and look for that type of security for him, which I would absolutely protect my brother. So it's just a whole different person.
Tito Jackson is here, man. We talking about this new single, One Way Street. 888-742-3345. Tracy?
Is it annoying when you hear people trying to crown the new king of pop? People will be like, Beyonce's the new king of pop, or Chris Brown.
Well, remember, they're using the word new, and just because it's new don't mean it's better. So the king of pop is no longer here. So, of course, everybody's fighting for that position. But I just feel that Michael Jackson has records. He has shown who he is. He has done what he's done to be who he is. And they have to do that.
Okay, to be Michael Jackson. This is my last, two more Michael questions. Was Mike a ladies' man?
Oh, are you kidding me? I used to tell people when they used to say things, he's gay or whatever. I say, no, he ain't. Leave your wife or your girl with him for the day and you'll find out.
Oh, wow.
Shit, Tito.
Oh, wow.
He was squeezing under the bed early. Remember? He didn't put his hands on the bed, over the bed early. He was squeezing. Sway?
Yeah, I know. I'm just, I like to get it from, the family member.
Yeah, okay.
Because Tito probably could have they could have went on double dates. No, you were married, so that never happened.
No,
all right, so Mike was a ladies' man. I just remember watching that documentary, the last one. What was it called? This Is It. And I remember Mike joking about, give me two of them, I can handle it on one of those dance scenes. And I went, Mike must have been a ladies' man.
He was.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he loved ladies. Remember, he had Lisa Marie, then he had his other ladies, you know. But he was one of those type of entertainers that likes to keep his private life private and his show business life his show business life.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Tito Jackson is here. I'm gonna play this single, and I'm gonna take a few calls.
Do you mind sharing? It's for all our listeners that have children that want to get them in the industry, since you've seen so many different sides of it. Obviously, Michael Jackson, you saw him and how he related to it with his childhood. But then your sons ended up. And how would you give advice to a parent that has a child that wants to be in the industry? What would you tell them?
Well, first of all, to be in show business, you have to have certain strengths. And one of those is like you just can't give up on it. I mean, even when you think you're not getting anywhere, just keep moving. And most of being discovered is about who you know or who knows somebody that you know. But never give it up, because even if it doesn't become professional, it's a good friend. Like for me, even, you know, when my girls leave or I have a bad day or whatever, my guitar is my best friend. It never left me. It's always there waiting for me to play with it and that type of thing. And it's good mind therapy, actually.
Mind therapy. Okay. Did you bring your guitar with you today?
No, it's not here with me.
Damn, Tito. They didn't tell you where you was coming? Who's your publisher?
Next time you got to request it, baby.
Okay. Next time, can he bring the guitar? All right. I'm gonna play this song, One Way Street. It's a good song, man.
Thank you so much.
888-742-3345. Tito Jackson is here. Sway in the morning. Brand new Tito Jackson. One Way Street. J45.
I like it.
I had to make this special, man.
That's dope.
I had to make this special for you, Tito. I had to bring in an expert here, man.
All right.
Expert journalist, entertainer, and now judge. Jerry Springer just walked in, man.
Yeah.
Oh, my, thank you.
Judge Jerry is here, man. What you think of what you heard? Tito Jackson, man.
This is awfully, well, he's great. So this is really good. And, you know, my music is embarrassing.
Compared to his?
Yeah. So it's like I'm in the presence of a standard that I can't ever meet. And you should listen to the songs that I listen to.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Oh. Ever hear of Perry Como?
Oh, yeah. I heard of,
okay. So I'm just going to embarrass myself.
Go for it, Jerry. You've done it before.
Yeah. I've made a living at it.
A great living out of it.
Yeah. I don't want to live in a country that watches my show. I'll tell you that. What I'm ticked off about is that a guest on my show becomes president of the United States.
Isn't that something?
That's disgusting.
Did you vote for him? You don't like to talk about that?
No, man. He took my show and brought it to the White House. And I ought to get 10%. Shouldn't I?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
You
Talk about dysfunction.
You should get paid. You should get
exactly.
recruited, right? You're a judge now. Can't you just order that or make it a court order?
Yeah. Oh, you think he's going to, hey, maybe the next Supreme Court opening.
That could be you.
Yeah.
You were one of his friends. Y'all friends. That's how you get in.
No. Yeah. Well, actually, I worked for him once.
Oh, wow.
You worked for Trump?
Yeah, but kind of. I was the host of the Miss Universe pageant in 2008.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And he owned it, and I did it in Vietnam. And so he always was nice to me. I just don't want him to be president of the United States. His views are horrible, as far as I'm concerned.
Judge Jerry, ladies and gentlemen, got his
Judge
new
Jerry.
syndicated show September.
It started Monday.
Monday, yeah, just started Monday on NBC Universal Television. Tito, man, I want to thank you for coming by,
I
man.
wanted to.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, man. Tito's song "One Way Street." Are you married? Are you married? Right?
Yes, for 46 years.
46 years.
Thank,
Oh, congratulations, baby.
yeah, thank God she has no taste.
Well,
It's the only way I got her.
we'll never see you and your wife on the Jerry Springer show, then.
No, she doesn't even know. She thinks I sell insurance. I don't tell her I'm Jerry Springer. Yeah. Oh, are you crazy? Yeah. No.
Does she know how much money you make?
Yeah, well, she likes the curtains. No, this is true. I'm not making this up. She, about 7 years ago, I'm taping the show, and in the middle of the show, the executive producer calls me over and says, "Mickey's on the line." And what? She's never called me in the middle of a show. So you think, oh, my God, what happened? So I run to the phone. I said, honey, what's going on? She says, oh, my God. I said, what? She says, she took off her blouse. I said, what are you talking about? She said, I just watched your show. Is this what people are complaining about? How can you be married to me for 46 years and you don't know what my show is like? That is not a made-up story.
That was only 7 years ago?
Yes. I said, what do you think I'm doing? She says, I know you got this crazy show, but I didn't know it was that.
Well, at least you know she loves you for you, man.
Yes.
That's a big, because, like, see, Tito's still having problems.
Oh,
I'm trying to find some love.
Oh, you are?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I see you have a lot of ladies on that show, but I don't know if I want
No,
one of
no,
those.
no. You don't want to be on
No.
Oh, gosh, no. You don't want that. That's not a good thing.
Yeah.
But who wouldn't want you?
Well, I play music late. I go to bed at 3 and 4 in the morning. They're sleeping all alone and all that. But I said, baby, I got to pay these bills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Sometimes
turn
they
the
like-
clock upside down. They'll think it's daytime. Yeah.
Hey, Tito, you not well off? Like, you still got to work? I thought all the Jacksons don't have to work.
You know what? Like I say, show business is something that gets in your blood. I've been doing this since I was a baby, and it's what I do, man.
Okay.
It's all that I do is what I learned before I learned my timetables or whatever. It's just me.
Okay.
That's what it is. And I just want to be like Frank Sinatra and Sammy and all these other legends that went away while they're still performing.
Okay.
That's our dream, to do this until from the day one to the day end, to make people happy, to spread the love, spread the world, spread the music.
That is Tito Jackson, man.
man.
Look out for him on tour, too, with his sons, correct?
Absolutely. We're thinking about putting together a father and son show.
Uh-huh.
So how it's going to go, I don't know at this point, but it's going to be something fantastic, I'm pretty sure.
Man, Tito, come up here anytime, man. I know we it was only a short period of time because you were late. I thought, as professional as you are, Tito, that you would be on time,
Well-
man. You were the first.
Well, let me say, I want to play homage to all the victims of 911.
Okay.
And that traffic is what made me late.
Oh, okay.
Today is 911.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
there
All
was
right.
a lot of traffic out there
All
today.
right. Okay, Tito Jackson, man. Give him a big round of applause. One Way Street is the name of the new project. Tell your sons I said hello.
I certainly will.
Okay, and come up here anytime. Bring the guitar next time, all right?
I certainly will.
All right. We got Judge Jerry here. If you have any problems in your life, in your household, he's going to help you solve them as a judge would. Call us, 888-742-3345.
You can't create what Tito is. It's like that's a gift from God you have. I mean, it's
Thank you, Jerry.
God, it is phenomenal to be with someone that really has talent. I mean, I know I don't have talent. I know I've been successful in a business, but we're not in the same class. You got it. I mean, that is I could spend my whole life trying to learn what you do and wouldn't get close. It's just like, wow, like you see a great athlete or they're just a different species. And
Well,
that's
thank
you.
you.
And, keep
Thank
it
you
up.
so much. Thank you for that.
Hey, before you go, do you consider the Jackson 5 the first boy band?
Depends on what you call in a boy band.
A band of
Boys.
young boys that
Yeah,
play instruments.
Well, we were. I would guess we were probably the first popular boy band. That
Okay.
was recognized across the world.
Okay.
So I say that.
Yeah.
And then who are some of the boy bands you think that came afterwards that you guys thought were dope?
Well, I can say NSYNC
Okay.
was great. New Edition was excellent.
Uh-huh.
The Franco family was great. The Silvers were great. All of them were good bands. The Osmond brothers were great.
Uh-huh.
We had a lot of talent that followed the path.
The Silvers sound a lot like the Jacksons. Did y'all have
I think
conflict
they all
over
did.
that?
They all did.
They all did?
They all did. And we were friends with all these bands. We were friends with Donnie and the rest of Jay and Merle.
Uh-huh.
We hung out. We had fun together and did a lot of things together. And I haven't seen those guys in a while, but I would love to see them again.
Okay. Tito Jackson, man. We're going to come back with the one and only Jerry Springer, 888-742-3345.